You know the end I've spoken of? Some people refer to it as the fall. But regardless, it's drawing near. Don't you sense it?
All right, let's do it. Wow, okay. Charm. Suddenly, you remember something. I scored the highest in my class. Mitsudo promised to give you a gift if you scored the highest. Lunchtime is almost over. You decide to go back to your classroom. Junpei comes in as a dumb guy with a lot of heart. Right? So you can kind of relate to him, you know, more than the rest of the characters. I mean, seriously. Let me go down the line for you. Fucking Mitsudo senpai, stoic as hell. Not even interesting. She only says exactly what she means, nothing more, nothing less, and doesn't really, like, barely shows any appreciation and says thank you as a mode of being a good leader, right? Akihiko, he's this like high level boxer. He's good at school, sort of, and he doesn't talk that much. He doesn't say anything more than what he means, and sometimes when he has something important to say, he doesn't say shit. These two are basically the same person, okay? Except this one's rich, and this one's like hanging out with a rich girl, all right? Yuka, she's too shy to say anything more than a little bit, all right? She just kind of hangs around, has a little past with her parents. She's super smart, and that's it, right? This little boy, what's his name? Ken. I only know him because only know his name because of Street Fighter. Ken. He had his parents die. He barely says anything. Okay? There's a whole story arc about him, and he is barely in it. Okay? Yukari. Fucking Yukari, she basically is like a nun from a damn Catholic place. Like she doesn't want anybody to like her. She's popular in school, but nobody knows why. Apparently she makes good grades, but she doesn't really say anything. All right, this girl is a fucking robot. Okay, she doesn't say anything. The damn dog is a dog. Okay, he barely says anything. Junpei, he's the only one that actually says stuff. Okay, he's the only one that has a colorful whatchamacallit, script. But everybody else in the whole world, that the non-playable characters, the NPCs, they all have something interesting to say, maybe, right? But this game is so tame. It doesn't go anywhere. Like the story, the plot lines are all just so mundane. It's like, so like, and I'm an adult, and I can try and remember what it was like being a teenager, to try and overblow what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? But come on, the story arc for Yuka that we just dealt with was that her friend is leaving because her dad is sick. You know? Oh, that's real talk. Okay, but then she tells her at the last minute, so that's not real talk. You guys have a real conversation at the last second, right? And then she's like, oh, my father's sick, so, you know, we gotta go because we don't have the money. Like, why are you not telling one of your best friends that your dad is sick? Like, that's fucked up, okay? The writing in this game it hurts. Let me go ahead and save. It hurts, and that's what makes it a hard game to play. Because not only do they rip you out of your reality to just do random shit in Tartarus with no real goals. You know, usually games, they get you to progress by setting goals in front of your face. So this Tartarus thing, they set the main bad guy in front of your face, but there's no story. There's no, you talk to a guy and the guy sent you on a fetch quest or anything like that. This game has no fetch quest. You see what I'm saying? even though the whole purpose of you going to Tartarus is getting stronger for when the next bad guy shows up, you know, and moving further in the building so that you can see what happens at the top. You know, it's very weak ass premise. You know what I'm saying? And while you're inside Tartarus, absolutely no story happens. And it makes it so ridiculous. We're going back. It makes it so ridiculously lame that you're like, why are you doing this to me? Why do I care about wandering around aimlessly in these procedurally generated hallways, starting fights with random animal slushy mud thingies? You know what I'm saying? Just running through here, I literally, like, when I play in these sections, I turn off everything, you know, all the recordings and all that stuff, because who cares? You know, I just want to know what happens in everybody's life at this point. And it's like the part of you being in Tartarus is so disconnected from your normal life that you really don't care about leveling up or anything. You just want to continue this story. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man has a regular life and he has to balance it with his superhero life, right? Fair enough. But there is a chance that you fuck. Let me pick what's her name, Clotho. I'm trying to soup her up. I like her. Oh, how you missed that middle one? I hate that. You know what? I'm going to set everybody for knockdown. Because they don't seem to understand the difference. And they don't clean up after you knock the other people down. It kind of sucks. When you want to try to remember when they leave the screen, you want to try to remember what order they leave the screen, which is really difficult because your eyes are like focused on one card and then all of a sudden the other cards leave. You know, it's weird. But yeah, it just the way that Tartarus is separated from everything just like drags the game down. You know, it doesn't put anything in the back of your mind. Like okay, so I was saying Spider-Man has a he's got a regular life and he's got Spider-Man life, right? It's part of the thing that makes him compelling, you know. That's why they keep redoing him as a teenager, because he's really boring when he's married, and you know, if he had a kid he'd be really boring, you know. I mean, seriously, having a kid makes your life boring as hell. Like, I'm not even joking.
There are two of them.
Nice. And people ask you how you're doing, and you're like, there ain't shit going on, man. I got kids. What's going on with you? See, look, I forgot to change the thing. Oh, she going ham on him.
Amazing as always.
But yeah, this is about over. But yeah, the when Spider-Man's life has a possibility of combining. Okay? There is a chance. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the money this time. There is a chance that Spider-Man's life will coincide with his normal thing, and it normally happens. Okay, if he fights with a guy on the streets, 5 minutes later he's eating dinner with him. You know what I mean? Like Green Goblin or some junk. He's best friends with everybody. You know, crap like that. So when Spider-Man gets to the point where he's like that's the magic of it. He's got to not only balance his life, his regular life with I don't know, school and everything like that, but he runs the risk of everybody knowing exactly who he is.
Attack!
I forgot what your thing is. You're weak against ice? What a coinky dink. Let me change everybody's thing to knockdown.
Understood.
Let me try that.
Yeah, you try that, buddy. But here, there's almost no chance of that happening. You don't, and it leaves you to dissect the story, and it doesn't make any actual risk for you. So they can only fight at a very specific time during the day, so they're never pulled out of their normal routines to do anything, which makes them being heroes like a moot point. As I'll want to say this one, Shaza. That's not the one I wanted.
My skills have improved.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, we're back. Everybody got tired. They're all going home. So, yeah, I've been out here entirely too long. And I did what I wanted to accomplish, and come here and beat the main bad guys, but of course I wanted to complain and, you know. So let me go back to the dorm and actually do something. While I'm at it, in real life, let me put some clothes on, man. Meine Balle is in kalt. It's in the middle of winter time right now. I'm just like, kind of hurt my back dealing with my kids, you know? So now I'm like we had a 3-day weekend. It's Martin Luther King Day. I'm not celebrating it because my back is destroyed. And everybody else is more wise with their backs than I am. So that makes it nice. They're all just looking at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. Says, okay, everyone, listen up. Y'all know that many English words are used in Japanese culture, right? However, some of them mean completely different things than in the United States. These are known as pseudo-anglicisms. Now, Yusef. This game says my name more than everybody in my entire family does all year round. Which of the following is an example of a pseudo-anglicism in Japanese? Supermarket? Mansion? Update? I'm going with update. No, that means the same thing in America. Correct answer is mansion. In Japan, a mansion means a apartment or condominium. We have 3 minutes left. Here are some other examples. I wanted those examples, but whatever. Hey, Emery is... Oh, Miss Kanu's first name is Emery, by the way. Anyway, Emery is really popular with the guys, but I kind of took her away from them. You know, dude? Like, I made her my girl before they even had a chance. Is it Emiri? I'm going with Emiri. Emery. I'm going with Emery. Emery. I like Emery. My wife works at Emery. Emery is a really strict teacher, but at home, she's a real sweetheart. She always blah, 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 blah. Yeah, good-looking people are just attracted to one another. It's like they're meant to be together. Wow. Oh, really? Hey, what's wrong, dude? Why are you getting mad? Sorry, man. I'll try to hang out with you more often, okay? Seems like Kenji feels bad for you. What about you, Yusef? How are you and Yukari-san doing? Well, I wish you all the happiness in the world, dude. Hey, don't tell anyone about me and Emery, okay? Teachers aren't allowed to date students. I'm trusting you, man. Sure. Just killing time till I have to save the world, homie. Look at the time. I haven't even seen my favorite TV show in weeks. Well, I guess that's because I've got something better going on in real life. You into the conversation. Return to the dorm. He's that guy. I'm that guy, by the way. That's why I get on these videos and run my mouth, because in real life, I mean, I don't really talk to people because I don't imagine they want to hear me run my mouth about things. But there's something about the I don't know. I'm interested in what other people have to say. I spend a lot of time listening to other people, but most people in my life, they only want to talk about things that I gotta do, you know? They don't want to talk about anything interesting. So that's why I play video games a lot and talk on a mic. Because to me, that's interesting. Let's begin, class. Aha Adonai Tetragrammation. We've covered the times of magical growth, and now we've just about reached the modern age. Every art or science branches off into sub-studies as it progresses. Magic, too, was subdivided around the 18th century. Some people preached about morals, some focused on communicating with spirits, and so on. There was even a man who founded modern psychology through his research on hypnosis. This too is magic, the ability to see into the human mind. As a result of the flourishing magical research, witch hunts became more common. To avoid this, magic began to progress in secret societies. I'm sure many of you have heard of the names of these organizations. The Rosicrucian Order, the Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Golden Dawn. Many of these societies are still with us today. The forefathers of modern magic are too numerous to count. For instance, there's Eliphas Levi, the man who attempted to combine modern and ancient systems of magic. His literature, which took a scientific approach, is still published today. Madame Blavatsky was the biggest magician of the 19th century and a renowned theosophist. Okay, whatever that means. Many magical societies have stemmed from the Theosophical Society that she founded. Mesmer opened the path to psychology in his studies on life energy. Rudolf Steiner helped spread the knowledge of anthroposophy. There was Aleister Crowley, of course, the 20th century's grand magician, and Gurdjieff, a mystic who taught his many students the fourth way. All of them had incredible stores of knowledge. Are you all listening? You're not frozen with fear, I trust. I'll test you to see how well you've been paying attention. Get it wrong and your zodiac sign will change. Aha Adonai Tetragrammation. Who to choose? Ah, Yusef, I ask thee. Who is the founder of Theosophy? which gave rise to many magical societies. Yeah. Wrong. Your sign is now the cat. Your year will never come. Now then, the magical arts progress even further with practical use, with the knowledge spread by the people we've discussed today. The answer was incorrect. I'm full on charm anyway. I don't care. I'm already charming. I come up with the wrong answer and ladies still love me. Oh, here we go. Hey, sorry about, let's just forget it, alright? Anyway, I'm sober today. So just sit down and listen to what an old monk has to say. All I gotta do is look all serious and recite the sutras. I can make easy money. At least that's what I thought. So I begged to take over my parents' temple. But every day is the anniversary of someone's death. I'm working 24/7 as if my temple was a convenience store. Poor men know no leisure. That's only half true, kid. Sure, I've got no time for leisure, but I'm definitely not poor. It varies, of course, but an offering can sometimes be as much as a salaryman's year-end bonus. But, as you can see, I'm too busy. I gotta push this old body of mine to the limit. Maybe I should think of something else to do with my life. I can't keep this up for much longer. I've been drinking too much lately, making a fool of myself like I did the other day. Hang in there. I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but thanks. Oh, how about this? We never filed for divorce, and since I own the temple, we could all live there. I think it's a pretty good idea. I could retire and enjoy life for once. What do you think? What are you talking about? Oh, well, I'm thinking about asking them to come back. My wife and my son. First, I gotta find out where they are. I'll hire a detective. I don't care how much it costs. And then I see them. And when I see them, first thing I'm gonna do is tell them I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna be concentrating on this, so I probably won't be seeing you anytime soon. I've had enough of dealing with a punk like you anyways. Good riddance. I sincerely hope he makes it work. If I knew I was gonna end up this way, I would have never become a monk, eh? Oh well. I guess I'll have to do detective agency tomorrow. To go to a detective agency tomorrow. Alright, let's get going, kid. Alright, impromptu session.
Oh, sorry. No one was here, so I figured it'd be okay.
It's rare for you to be here. Is it for archery club?
Yes, the teacher asked for a report.
I see. Then you must be busy.
Not really. At least not compared to you. I wanted to ask you something.
Yes?
Senpai, why did you decide to fight?
Well, I guess you could say it's my way of atoning for the past.
I see. Well, in my case, I don't really have a reason anymore, if I'm being honest. I know the whole story about my father now. But I was thinking maybe I could erase the mistakes he left behind. I guess I should have thought about this earlier, huh? Why didn't I question myself sooner?
What's done is done.
But it seems like everyone has their own reason for fighting.
Not me. I have absolutely no reason whatsoever.
In the end, defeating the shadows is all that really matters, isn't it?
What are you trying to say?
I'm not exactly sure. It'll all be over after the next full moon, but I'll probably still be trying to figure it out.
Maybe so. But at least then we'll be able to return to a normal school life. The student council members will be here soon. If you want to talk later, let me know.
No, that's okay. Thanks for listening.
You can have mine if you're still hungry. She's not eating that much. What's going on, babe? Don't worry, I'm not sick or anything. Yusef, you have some sauce on your mouth. Thank you. You're welcome. Aren't you gonna wipe it off? It's bugging me. Today you learned something new about her. What is it? Sure. Nope. No! I couldn't back out of the screen. Oh, here we go, the last one. Maybe this is divine guidance. The detective called me and said he found my wife and son. He said they're running a small restaurant. I guess it's pretty popular. My son's married and his wife's pregnant. That makes me feel so old. I decided I'd leave after I saw you, so I'll be going tonight. I won't be back until they've forgiven me. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. The screen blinked. And if my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about what I'm gonna say to my wife, even though I'm not so good with words. I'm gonna say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Wonder if the private eye said if she was married or not. I mean, they never signed the divorce papers, but does that mean she doesn't have anybody? Well, how's that sound? That sounds awesome. Ah, come on, kid. You're embarrassing me. Even though I'm a monk, I'm still attached to my family. I guess I'm a worldly monk, eh? But I finally faced the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. I feel so free now. It's all your fault, kid. You reminded me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I hadn't met you, I'd never have seen my family ever again. I owe you, kid. All right. Finally finished this one off. Even though I haven't seen any Arcana from Tower, at least I finished it. Chi Yu, the Warrior King? Okay. Here, take this. It's a goodbye gift. Obtain reserve tag. When you mix Coin True with the white rum, lemon juice, and ice, you get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something. But I think of XYZ as the best. Plus, it tastes so good going down. I'll be praying that your future is XYZ. So long, kid. All right. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with the reserve tag, but okay. Keep it in my inventory.